All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakakodash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to all you sincere Akim that are preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. And also, Shalom to you few sisters, the Akwathim, that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. This is Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. And this is not just speaking to, all right, man, like a man, a person, with a penis, man. No. It means if any man, meaning human, mankind, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Because you have a lot of bug outs right now talking about how the Lord, the Most High and His Son, is not with slavery, man. And there's this bug out, got a feminine ass spirit on him, long ass hair, talking about, yeah, many nations, every nation went into slavery, but God's not with that. No, dude. If God was not with that, then nobody would have ever been a slave. Okay, man's goings are of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? Everything that takes place in the world, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father orchestrated it. Okay? The word theater, goes back to the word theos, which Spanish, the Spanish way of saying God is Dios. So theos, theater, God, Dios, they're all synonyms, man. When you go into the etymology, Theos goes back to theater. And this is all a play. This is all a movie that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai created. That's why you got the scriptures, which goes back to what? Script, like in a movie. We're all playing a script. There's no such thing as free will. So everything that takes place, the Heavenly Father and His Son have already planned out. So it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And this is talking about nations that led the Israelites and that partook in our captivity, which every nation partook in our captivity. Let's get this in Psalms, all right, chapter 83. Verse 1. It says, a song or psalm of Asaph. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Yeah, these nations started an uproar when they took us down, man. These nations were throwing, we're celebrating, man. Now the nations are, of course, uprising against Esau. But prior to 50, 100 years, these nations were in a tumult because they took us out of power, man. Because we got put down. It says, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Yeah, these Edomites, they're proud, man. These other nations, they're super proud. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They took crafty counsel against us. They got the UN Assembly, the United Nations, is set up to oppress the Israelites all right, throughout the four corners of the earth, because we've been scattered amongst all these nations. So they sit in these assemblies and they have secret discussions how they can keep us down as a people. Okay. And also, of course, their own how to keep peace amongst each other. Okay, but it's mainly, them all coming together to keep us oppressed. Okay. It says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. All these nations are confederate against us. Yeah, they're bumping heads with Esau, the so-called white man, right now, because he's wicked. He's the damn devil. But at the end of the day, they don't want to see us back in power, because us back in power means, they're going to be subjugated under us once again. Okay. You look at the UN councils, the United Nations, when they have their summits. Okay, it's all nations, but no Israelite countries are partaking there, man. You don't see no Cuban flags or West African flags or Mexican flag, Puerto Rican flag. And I say these bywords, these names that they've given us. All right, because our people ain't calling themselves Yasharallah or by their prospective tribe. So for you to understand, that's why I'm using those terms. Okay? But you don't see our people's flags up there, man. Salakia. And it goes on to mention the nations, man. It says the tabernacles of Edom as enemy number one. Edom, the Edomites are the so-called white race, man, which the word really means red. Edom means red. Edom in Hebrew is Adawam, which means red. And they call themselves what? Redneck, man. It says, and the Ishmaelites, which are like the people of Saudi Arabia, of Moab, which are the so-called Chinese. It says, and the Hagarenes, which are the East Africans, Hamites. Okay, the Negroes of America and the so-called Africans that are on the West, Congo, Sierra Leone, Nigeria.
The eagle is landing. The eagle is landing.
Those are mainly, those are Israelites. That's Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Okay. Salaki, I don't know what that was. I'm at work. All right. It says Gabal and Ammon. Ammon are the Japanese, and Amalek, which Amalek are these so-called Jews. Those are Edomites as well, but they're the chief house of Edom. When you look at the slave ships, who funded the slave ships? All right, they all had Jewish names, Jewish owners for those slave ships. Okay, that's Amalek, the so-called Jew. All right, which is an imposter. The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, which those are Hamites as well. All right, them Canaanites, those Philistines, Goliath, those were, if you were to picture them today, East Africans, man. All right, Assur, which are the Assyrians, also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan. And you remember what happened to the Midianites, man? They got obliterated. Okay, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to obliterate Esau, Edom. All right? These other nations are going to go into slavery, man. That's what it says. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. They are going to be our slaves, man. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So you get it, man. All right, they harmed us as a nation. They were killing our people. Well, they're going to get butchered, man. Okay? When we receive that power, these nations are going to bow down to a horrific, terrible, and just slaughter. And we're going to put them in captivity, man. We're going to put them in slavery, man. They're going to build up our kingdom just like we built up this kingdom, man. This is biblical prophecy. And if you're not with biblical prophecy, if you're not with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, hey, you're going to get judged, man. If you're an Israelite, a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American that isn't with your God, you want to be a rebel, you're going to get destroyed, man. Of course, you're going to come back in your right mind, but you're going to get judged. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Harakakwadash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Till next time, Shalom.